In version 10.5 of Maestro, we've improved the zone creation workflow amongst other optimizations that we've made to just create a better user experience. So now to create a new zone, and this stands for all of the zones, but we'll go through the primary zone here. In order to create a new zone, I of course have to give it a name. If I want it to be AD integrated, I can check that. And then, of course, I only get a Microsoft option here. And then you'll see when I selected the Microsoft server, I got some Microsoft options if I want to use, zone replication throughout the Active Directory forest. Things like custom properties, I am requiring that an owner be put in. I can specify zone options specific to how Microsoft works. I can put it in a certain folder if I want, and then I can create it. But let's head back and see what other options we have if I uncheck AD integrated and get rid of that. Now you can see I have all of my DNS servers in here. I also have XDNS profiles. Now, if you're not familiar with XDNS, it's basically multi-service redundancy for your DNS zone. So if you have really critical zones and you want multiple services, right, maybe in the cloud, maybe a managed external service provider, maybe internal, then you can go ahead and select an XDNS profile, and then it will select multiple services to be authoritative for this zone. For now, we'll just go ahead and we'll select, let's say, my Azure servers. And we can select the resource group in which that will fall. Again, we can do custom properties, we can attach it to folders or not, and we can see a summary of what we've chosen. Now let's run through one more possibility. If I go back to initial setup and change this to a different DNS server, and then click on redundancy, I get the option to specify secondary servers here. So I can go ahead and check anything that I want in here as a secondary service, and then click next, again, specifying the owner, if I want it to fall into the Azure migration folder, and the summary for everything. And then, of course, click Create and Save. And now my new zone has been created. It's been added to the Azure migration folder. You can see Lauren is the owner. If I were to go to the Azure migration folder, I can see it in there then with all three servers, the primary and the two secondaries. That's all I have for today. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.